Oh, it's another cold day in paradise. Uh, I have finished. Well, actually, no, I haven't. What I mean by finish, I've put the finish on the handle of the Texas Rumble. That knife is spoken for. I have since made a Damascus dinner skinner. That knife is spoken for. And I'm going to put this together. This is for somebody local to me. And I want to show you why I'm hesitant to build this. And I'm not going to use Damascus anymore. Here's why. Do you see how you can see the Damascus here, and then it's shiny here, and you can see the Damascus? Well, here's why. These are low spots. And I don't have the machinery to grind this perfectly flat. I've tried on my belt sander with a ceramic belt. But man, I will sit there for the next 2 or 3 weeks trying to get this perfectly flat. It's not so important on the blade. You're not going to ever notice it. But where the handle gets epoxied down, when you turn it sideways, you will see a gap there because of the low spots. It will have epoxy in it, and it will be full. It won't be an empty void, but you'll see it. And it's not the way I want to make things, I'm going to go ahead and make this because I've already cut it out. And it's my last piece of Damascus. And I will not be making Damascus blades anymore. Also, Kydex sheaths. The only knives I'm going to make Kydex sheaths for are my neck knives. I only want to make leather sheaths for these knives. So I'm going to go ahead and this is the next knife. I've got one in the oven now, tempering. And it's got some really nice handles that are going to go on it. And I'm making a leather sheath for it. And I'm going to offer it to the person that originally wanted some custom things. And I'm just not going to do custom stuff anymore. I'm going to make them the way I want to make them. And then, offer them for sale. I just cannot do custom. I don't have it in me to, if I screw up a piece of metal. There's just so many reasons. I don't even want to go into it. I want to make these knives my way. I don't know how that comes off sounding, but honestly, it's the only way I can make these knives and be proud of them is to make them my way, and then offer them to sale for somebody that likes the way I made them. No custom stuff. I might do initials, if I get to the point where somebody says, I absolutely want that. And before you make the sheath, put my initials on it. But that's as far as custom as I'm going to go. I want to be able to embellish or tool the sheaths as much or as little as I want to. This is more than just making knives. I've always looked for a way to creatively express myself. I know that sounds corny to people who don't understand it. And I have finally hit on something that appeals to all the things I like to do. And when I start taking custom orders and making sheaths the way I don't really want to make them, it completely wipes out the pleasure I find in making knives. I think you can understand that. And that's it. I'm going to continue to make knives. And if somebody says, hey, I'd like a Cato, they understand that I'm going to make a Cato with wood I like and a sheath that came out of my brain. And, if that's what they want, I'd be happy to make them a Cato or a, Texas Rumble or any knife. But they have to understand that this is a hobby and I find it pleasurable. And to me, it's, a form of art. Maybe not everybody looks at knife making as an art, but I do. And I don't want to turn it into a business where I start making knives the way other people want. I want to make them the way I want. That's basically all. And I hope that doesn't come off as sounding mean. I don't want to be mean about this, but I want to continue enjoying knife making without the pressure of ignoring how I want to make a knife and making a knife the way somebody else wants me to make a knife. That's the bottom line. Okay, I'll show you the one after I get it. Oh, I have another Cato. It's in the oven right now, being tempered. I just heat treated it. This is going to be so beautiful. This is the last piece of wood that my friend in was she in Oregon or Washington? I can't remember. Anyway, she's in the Northwest, and she sent me 2 pieces of wood, and one of them went to Phil. He got the Cato with some fantastic wood on it, stabilized, and it come out just beautiful. And this is similar. It's going to be just like that. It's going to just, when I put that finish on there, it's going to be amazing. And let's see, I got mosaic pins. That's what that'll look like. And I will have that tempered, acid bath, and stone wash today. I may get these handles glued on tonight. Maybe. Oh, yeah, I will. I've got the bevels on it. It's all ready to go. So I'll get the handles on it tonight. And this one, I'm going to go ahead and make it. I'm not going to be happy with the gap that'll be visible. I mean, it won't be an open gap, a void. And you may not even notice it, but I'll know it's there. This is not completely flat, and I have no means of making it flat. I'll show you. The only way I have is this machine right here. And this Damascus steel that I got is already hard as a rock. It's not a softer metal like the 1080 or 1084, which I could. I mean, if I had a piece of 1080 or 1084 that was, had low spots in it, I could polish it out, grind it out. But this steel is already hard. So I'm kind of screwed as far as not being able to sand out the high spots. And that's a whole lot of sanding in order to get this down to the level of this. Okay, I have splaned all I can explain. I'm going to get back to work. Thanks for watching, and I hope that doesn't come off as sounding mean or artsy, because, I'm not either, but I do realize when I stopped making knives, I realized that I cannot be the person that takes custom orders, because it immediately changed. And it's all my own fault. I mean, I took orders and took deposits. I didn't realize how it was going to change the way I felt so much about knife making. So it's my own fault, but I'm going back to what I enjoy about it, which is completely making these knives and having 100% of them, the end product, be from my own mind and hands. Okay, enough about that. Back to work, everybody. All right, I got the Cato out of the tempering oven. It's been heat treated and tempered. Now I'm going to acid bath it and then stone tumble it. I'll give that a few minutes. Oh yeah. All right, into the tumbler. Oh, I know how loud this is, so I shut it off before I turn the camera on. Oh yeah. Yes, sir. All right. I'm gonna go clean this up, degrease it, acetone it, and epoxy my my handles on it. Yeah, that's gonna look nice. All right, let me get to putting the epoxy on there, getting the pins in. Glued up. Back in the morning. Tomorrow's Sunday. I think I'll upload this tonight, and you'll see it Sunday morning. And when you're looking at this, I'll probably be out here sanding on that. I got this Damascus, my last piece of Damascus on here. I'm going to grind the bevels on tomorrow. I wasn't going to do it today, but I never got around to it. I went home and I watched a little TV with my wife. So sue me. Okay, see you tomorrow. Leftover taco meat omelet. Man, that's so good.